what is like a good practice routine that you recommend to different players that are maybe shooting in like the 80s right now, or trying to get, closer to that single digit handicap, that feel like, doing the different things? Because I've loved a lot of the stuff I've seen of yours on social media.
Yeah, so I always need a plan when it comes to practice. If I don't have a plan, like exactly what I'm going to work on and the amount of time I'm going to work on each thing, I just start banging balls, and there's no intention behind it, and then
Totally
it's just a
understand. I'm the
waste
same
of time.
way.
And I like to cram things into my day. So like there's not a lot of time to waste. I got 3 kids, I got a full-time job. Like there's when I go to practice, I want to be, even if it's 30 minutes, which is totally fine for me, I want to be as intentional as possible. Um, we talked about this a little bit on my podcast, but it wasn't until I really focused on my short game that took me off of a plateau, which I was at like a 5, 6, 7 handicap for a long time. It wasn't until I really focused on my short game where I got down to 1, 2, 0, really cleaned that up. Because honestly, my long game is pretty much the same as I was as a 7 handicapper. It's the
Mhm.
short game that's gotten much sharper. And do I need to start working a little more on my long game? Yes, but the short game's low hanging fruit. It's like, let's stop 3 putting. Let's get out of the bunker the first time. Let's start chipping it close.
Yep.
Let's get up and down. And it also is empowering. Again, I'm not reaching every green on 18 holes. So, meaning I'm not getting on green in regulation on every hole. So when I'm off the green, I almost have the confidence, like, oh, let's get this up and down. This will be fun. Let's do this. Oh, this is an easy chip shot. Let's go. So, and really my bunker game got a lot better too through that gap. So when I go and practice, I figure out how much time I have, and then I'll break it up into 3. So I'll always do chipping, putting, full swing. I'll do all 3, no matter how much time I have, whether
Okay.
it's 30 minutes, an hour, hour and a half. I just want to get the feel of each one, and it will all be equal time segments. So let's just do an
Okay.
hour. I'll do 20 minutes putting. Um, I want to say I usually start off putting. Yeah, it's been different lately. Putting and then chipping, and then I always do full swing last, because you know how it is. Sometimes you get on that range and your session goes a little bit longer because you're like doing something, So I always do full swing last. So if I do want to stay longer, I will, but I want to get the chipping and putting out of the way first.